Wow, it is so hot and muggy tonight. We're definitely getting a storm coming very soon. Probably is gonna start raining tomorrow. So this morning, at like 4:45 in the morning, this man walked in. He looked about 20 or so, and he goes to the beer cooler, grabs beers, and as he's coming up to the counter, I'm like, hey, sorry, I can't sell that to you until 6 a.m. And he just goes, yeah, you can. And he puts like $1.50 worth of quarters on the counter, which, by the way, the beers that he took are like at least $6 altogether from what he took. And he just walked out the door. And I was like, hey. And I have been instructed to call the police anytime somebody steals alcohol. Specifically alcohol, or something else if it's a repeat offender. So I called the police. They came. I gave them the description. Old man walking stick happened to be walking here, and he passed the guy. And so he watched him because he was running, and so he watched him get into a car the next in the apartment building next to us. And then the car drove off. So he told me a description of the car and like which way they went. So we got to tell the police that. The police found this guy within like 10 minutes. They knew who he was. They told me that this guy gets in trouble all the time and they have to go to his house to deal with like whatever crazy shit is going on. And he lives with his dad, and his dad had no idea where he got the beers, and so they took the beers away from him and basically like gave him a warning like, hey, you're not allowed to go back in that store again. You're trespassed. If you come back again, they have to call the police and then we'll come and take you. So he had started drinking one of the beers. We had to throw them both away for health code reasons because they were taken out of the store or whatever. But the fact that they got them back in like 10, he was back here within like 15 minutes after I had called. I could not believe how quick that was. Probably there was nothing else going on last night because it's like kind of a weird time of year. But tonight was super busy. I barely had time to do all of my cleaning stuff, like all the things that I need to do before closing, like vacuuming the floor and all of that, and like getting the coffee pots ready for sanitizing. But I did it. I did it. And most of my customers tonight were really awesome. Most of them were regulars, people I recognize. But there was like this one group, like 3 teenage boys. One of them has this really colorful hoodie, and I hear him, they're like in the back of the store, and I hear him say to the others, should I do it? Should I do it? And they're like, yeah, do it. And he grabbed an Arizona tea and stuck it in his pocket. And I literally watched him do this, and I was like, dude. And so the other 2 come up, and they're paying for their stuff. And I see him start to walk out the door, and I call out, hey, wait a minute. Don't forget the tea in your pocket. And he like, and then like, I hear one of the other boys go, hey, she busted, dude, come on. And so he comes back into the store. He grabs something else because he was looking like he was about to walk out the door, but we have some candies right by the door. So like he changed, pivoted, and grabbed a candy, and then came up to the counter, and he takes the tea out of his pocket, puts it on the counter, puts the candy on the counter, and after I tell him the total, I'm like, thank you, have a good night. And he just gave me this death glare. Like, he was so mad that I caught him. And I wasn't even mean or anything. I just, like, when this stuff happens, I try to make it out as if it was an honest mistake. Because I don't want them to feel bad if they're gonna, like, change route and decide not to steal. You know, I'm gonna be nice about it. Be like, thank you. Right? But he was so mad. At that moment, like the look on his face told me that I was definitely right. That his kid was about to steal, but he didn't. Because usually when like they absent-mindedly put something in their pocket and it's a genuine mistake, they look embarrassed, not mad. Definite difference. I gotta go get my cleaning done. I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.